They're my non-negotiables in a romantic relationship. These are just
Okay.
mine. These are unique to me. You might hear these and be like very confused, but you might have different ones.
All right.
Okay, first and foremost, there is nothing in the history of human language that ever needs to be communicated to me over the volume that I am currently speaking at. In no universe, I've visited them all. I've gone to the unlimited amount of universes across our globe, and in no universe would I ever allow someone to communicate to me above this volume. Even if there is a fire in our home, my expectation is that you would come into my bedroom and go, sweetheart, our kitchen is engulfed in flames and we need to leave right now. And I would say, thank you for letting me know. I'm going to finish watching this TikTok and then I'll be right down.
Nothing to see here, folks. Just another woman who will be alone, most likely forever.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel
I
better.
was born with a disease in my ear canals that's, has no cure, still being studied by science, that if I hear a man's voice go above a level 4, like go above a normal conversation, I just have this disease in my ear canals that I have to sprint away. I cannot handle it. It's, again, incurable, but if even just yelling, screaming, even if your favorite group of rambunctious 19-year-olds lose the big game, my expectation is that you will handle that and process that and like emote that.
Okay. Now I don't know if she's serious about the illness. Is it a joke? Is she serious? I don't know if it's sarcasm. I don't know.
Properly. It's a non-negotiable. Next, non-negotiable. These aren't even things that I want or look for in a relationship. These are things that are like so table stakes. It's not even funny. Next non-negotiable. When I go into my closet and I look at my clothes and I put those clothes on my body and those are the clothes I've chosen, the only thing that I want out of my partner's mouth is that I look beautiful. If you say anything else, if you have any other opinion, if you even dare to say something different to me, I am packing my Vera Bradley overnight bag so quick. I'm calling the Uber. You'll never see me again. This will be the last. And I've communicated this. I'm like, if there's anything coming out of your mouth that is different than you look beautiful pertaining to an outfit that I am wearing, this will be the last outfit you ever see.
Why do women, modern women, act like they choose husbands? Like they get on the knee. All this to just not get chose. All this like you actually have the power to decide. The self-importance when it comes to preparation for the man who you've imagined yourself that you're going to be with for a lot of these chicks is just outrageous. It's just outrageous. But you're toxic for thinking this way, right? For having that opinion. They are not. And you have people out here who defend these chicks and say, yeah, what's wrong with that? Wild.
Man, truly, there's so many things to me that I'm like, these are hard boundaries. These are hard. I get it. Oh, work's tough. You were in a relationship before. Shit happened. Blah, blah, blah. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. This is it. Hard. Similar non-negotiable. When I go out with my girlfriends in that outfit that I've chosen, that I like, that's on my body, that I feel good in, the only thing that I want to hear from you is to have so much fun. Have so much fun tonight. I'll see you later. Kisses. And I actually like now with my fiance, now that I'm like an old broken down warhorse, the only thing that I want from my partner when I go out is have so much fun. And then the next text I send to you is in the Uber on my way back.
Run, bro. Run. There are millions of men out here making this mistake. I'm sorry, I don't care. What she just said there and described, you can't tell me that I don't look beautiful. You can't tell me that's not somebody who's ready for a real marriage. You don't want honesty. You want to be able to go out with your friends and not be bothered the whole night. I'm assuming she's serious. Hold on, let me make sure this is not some type of a satire account. Here, let me see. Because sometimes they'll get you. Nope, this is a real person. This is a real person. This is not a paid actor. It will end in lots of tears. Not just tears, lots of tears.
Those 6 hours in between what I do, where I go. Also, keep in mind, you have to know that like I'm a super like trustworthy person, and I'm not doing anything kooky. I'm just with my girls. I don't need 28 questions. I don't need where are you? Who's go? Oh, it doesn't matter. Like I'm going out with my friends, and that's really all the pertinent information that you need. Another non-negotiable, another NN that I have is if I'm if I show you a TikTok, you're like, I hate TikTok. I don't care. We like TikTok now in this house. If it's something I'm interested in, I'm showing you a little video of a baby hippo, you go, oh, that's so sweet. It doesn't really matter at that point. You just have to get on the bus. Like, if you want to be in my life, if you want to be my lover, if you want to be my partner, these are my expectations. Like, if we're going to do it, then let's do it correctly. If I'm displaying like an interest in something, then I anticipate a reaction that's in kind. Like, you don't need to negate or shoot.
Bro, you need a good therapist. Because I can't tell if this is a joke or if she's serious. You need a good therapist. In case this is real. Just one on standby. Join Brew Brothers. We actually have a therapist in there who, marriage and family therapist, we do. We do. Great one too, you know?
Down everything I say. You don't need to make me feel dumb. Also, I love TikTok. This is part of it. You're going to see little videos of little baby hippos, and I expect I expect a beautiful, pleasant reaction. My next non-negotiable is if me and a romantic partner are cohabitating for like a trip, for our lives, what have you, it's a non-negotiable for me that like if the laundry needs to get turned over and we hear the beep, you turn it over. If we both have dirty clothes, you are doing like both of our laundry. Sometimes I see these things on TikTok where it's like, my husband only washes his stuff. I'm like, that's kind of a kooky thing. But like, if the dishwasher goes off, you're unloading it. If the laundry needs to be turned, I'm at the gym. When I come back from the gym, the laundry's turned over. If we need groceries, you open the fridge, you look, you scan, you go get those groceries we need. Not
Poor guy. Poor guy. Poor guy. Poor guy. Maybe he needs this. Maybe he needs this experience. Maybe he does, right? Maybe he needs some of it, just a little.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Poor guy.
non-negotiable. I'm not writing a list. I'm not doing any. I also work full time. I'm an FTE. I'm a full-time employee. Like the mental load, the invisible labor, it is split equally and equitably, which is a word I know how to pronounce.
Yeah.
So
Good job.
non-negotiable. It's like I can't be going like, oh yeah, and then aisle 4 of Whole Foods, this is where we get the blah blah blah. Like, it just can't happen. I have zero tolerance for like weaponizing competence. And most of the time, it's an incredibly intelligent person. They just don't feel like doing it, but you have to do it. It's part of being adult. It's part of sharing a space, sharing a home. And I do think we go to the highest common denominator. So if one partner is super clean, then like, unfortunately, the space, has to be clean. It has to be kept. I'm going to breeze through this next non-negotiable because even talking
She's
about
not
it
done.
makes me see red, but I do think it's something that people struggle with at like the inception of a romantic relationship, or if you're like really keen on maintaining a romantic relationship and you don't have the
If you're still here, listen, man, shout out to you. You're a true supporter of the Coffee Pod.
confidence to draw that line in the sand, let me just tell you what my philosophy is. It is a non-negotiable for me that at any point I can communicate safely and respectfully that I am not interested in having sex for whatever reason. I don't even have to give you a reason. If I'm not interested in it, then it's not happening, and vice versa. If my partner's not interested in it happening that night, that
What guy's signing up for this shit? Listen, I agree that somebody can communicate that they're not in the mood, right? But for you to be adamant about that before it's even an issue is crazy, right? Like you better be ready to choke your chicken for the next. I'll give you guys 3 years, before you actually realize it's not too late, bro. If you decide to follow through with it, at least head to fathershaverights.com and make sure you get some legal information to protect yourself, just in case you somehow make it to that mark where you're now leaving yourself up for alimony and all types of stuff. Head over to fathershaverights.com, get that prenup, get some legal information from some legal experts. You're going to need it. But, I hear that I'm the type of guy that's going to sign up for this deal because marriage is already, let's be honest, it's a crazy thing to do today. All right, I am insane. I've told you guys multiple. Any man, when you're signing up for something that fails 55% of the time, you're sort of throwing a prayer up in the sky. But at least there's a prayer, right? This is just straight self-harm here. That's what we're going to classify this as.
Specific time, it's not happening. So many times I hear stories about young women being told by their romantic partner, like they're dictating what the schedule is. And if at any point I do not feel like I have perfectly contained autonomy over when or if I have sex, it's not happening. I'm bagging my Vera Bradley bag. My Uber is called and you'll never see me again. And if someone ever said to me, if you don't have sex with me, then I'll find someone who will, let me know that person's address. I will drop you off. I'll pack your sleepover bag. Let me know what time they're expecting you. I'll even put a little bottle of red wine in your bag. I'll put a little old school DVD cassette for your viewing pleasure. Because as God is my witness, no one is ever going to manipulate me, guilt trip me. It's not happening. And if you would rather take your talents elsewhere, I will give you a ride over there to that person's house. You'll never see me again. But like, under no circumstance am I being guilt tripped into doing something I don't want to do. And that's just the tip of the iceberg, if you can believe it.
Why? Someone please help me. Why? Why would any man do this to themselves? This right here. Listen, of course I'm curious to know, what do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you checking out yet another episode of the Coffee Pod. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.